is Mallory and I am with NAMI, South Dakota. Something that I wanted to share with you guys is one of my favorite recipes is banana bread. And so I'm going to walk you through how to make banana bread. Every once in a while, I don't do this often, but baking does help kind of just ease some of that anxiety for me. On top of that, I really love the smell that comes from banana bread. And so I'll kind of just walk you through it, but the things that you'll need for sure are some all-purpose flour, some sugar, we got baking soda here, some salt, we have some ripe bananas, a couple of eggs, some softened butter, and I like to use a little vanilla extract in my banana bread. So I'm going to divide this all up and then we'll start throwing this into the bowl. Alright guys, so I got all my ingredients measured out for the most part, and so now we're going to start putting things together. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to take the bananas and, the butter and the sugar first, and we're going to cream that together. And so you want to make sure that your butter is pretty soft, so mine's really soft. And so we'll put that into the big bowl here, along with our sugar, which we have a cup of sugar. So this will go in. And then I like to just use like a fork, just because it just, I don't know, mats down really good. But you can use whatever utensil you want to use. So you just kind of want it kind of creamed together. I don't know if you can see that, like that. Kind of get a good mix. And then we'll add the eggs and the crushed banana. So do some eggs here. There we go. Throw them in the trash. One more here. Maybe. There we go. Go. And then we'll do our bananas. So you want some ripe bananas. As you can see, these are fairly ripe. They could probably sit for another day, but my husband wanted banana bread like sooner rather than later. So these are not too bad. So we'll throw these in with the sugar and the butter and the eggs. And then we'll mash these up really well. So again, I like to use my fork because then I can really mash fairly easy, but you're welcome to use whatever you like. Okay, I'm going to finish mashing this. Alright guys, so I got done stirring my my butter, my sugar, my eggs, and my bananas. And so it kind of looks like that if you can see it. So everything's blended and mushed really well together. And so now I'm going to take some of my dry ingredients, and I have 1.5 cups of flour, and then I'm going to do a teaspoon of baking soda, and then some salt and vanilla. And that's my dog in the corner there. I'm not paying attention to her right now, and so she's getting a little antsy. So we're going to put the flour in the bowl, and we'll do the baking soda, which is a teaspoon of baking soda. So let's do just a teaspoon. And when you're baking, it's important to keep the ingredients exact. I know with cooking, you can kind of just, follow recipe, not follow recipe, but with baking, it's kind of important. So, so I always like to double check to make sure I have the correct measurements. And so again, I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There we go. And then we're going to do a salt, which is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So get my little half teaspoon here. Put that in. Okay, and then half teaspoon, there you go. And so then we'll stir this around, and I'm going to need another fork. So just kind of mix it together so the baking soda and the salt get in there. So there we go. It's all kind of mixed together, all the dry ingredients. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix our wet ingredients with our dry ingredients. Throw that in here. There we go. And then what I like to do is I like to throw in a little vanilla extract. Not everybody does this with their banana bread, but I think it gives it a little extra flavor. All right, and I didn't get this off. There we go. There we go. All right, and so I just do like a little capful of vanilla extract and just throw it in there. And so we're going to stir this all up, and stay tuned. All right, guys, so we got it all mixed up, and so that's what it looks like, all mixed together with the flour. And so we're going to put it in our little pan here, and I preheated the oven for 350 degrees. And I greased our banana bread pan. So just going to fold this in to the pan. Make sure you get it all, so you don't want to be wasteful. Alrighty. And then you kind of just evenly spread it around. Over here. Okay. Alrighty, and so now we'll put this in the oven for 55 minutes at 350 degrees. And then we'll wait for it to be all ready to go. Hey guys, so we are done. So let's take a look at our banana bread, shall we? All right, so as you can see, it's nice and brown, and it's kind of coming, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not quite on the edge, but it's kind of nice and fluffy, and you can kind of touch it and it bounces back. Another thing to make sure that it's done is you have one of these little poker things, and you can poke it right into the center of the bread, and if it comes out full of crumbs, then it's not quite ready, but if it comes out not full of crumbs, then it's all ready to go. So you want to make sure that it is done in the middle, so no crumbs, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so we are ready to go. So now we just let this sit till it cools off, and then we've got ourselves some banana bread. So I just want to thank you guys so much. Hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully I'll get some comments and see if you guys are also successful in banana bread making. All right, have a good day. Thanks, guys.